Yingning, a tale from Strange Stories from a Chinese Studio. In ancient China, long before the bustling streets of modern cities, there was a quiet, mysterious mountain in the northeast, known as Liaodong. Surrounded by dense forests and heavy mist, this mountain was feared by the locals. They spoke of strange sounds in the night, whispers carried by the wind, and legends of spirits who roamed the land. But not all who ventured into the misty forest were afraid. Among them was a young man named Wang Zifu, a scholar who had struggled for years to pass the imperial exams known as Qiju, the rigorous civil service exams that could make or break a man's future. These exams were the gateway to positions of power and respect in ancient China, and failure meant not only loss of prestige but also a life of poverty and shame. In Chapter 1. The Laugh of a Spirit. Wang Zifu, weary and defeated, decided to leave behind the academic grind. He sought solace in the mountains, hoping that nature might clear his mind and restore his spirit. One crisp morning, as he walked along the winding paths, a strange sound caught his ear: laughter, light and carefree, echoing through the trees. It was a sound like no other, a gentle, melodic laugh that seemed to chase away the shadows. Intrigued, he followed the sound, his footsteps light upon the mossy earth. After a short while, he came upon a beautiful young girl by a stream. She was dressed in flowing green, her eyes sparkling like the clear water, her laughter as pure as the wind. Wang Zifu's voice, curious yet cautious, says, "Who are you, maiden, and why do you laugh so?" She turned to him, her face glowing with an almost ethereal beauty. She smiled warmly, as though she had been waiting for him. Yingning's voice, light and teasing, says, "Why not laugh? The world is full of joy, if you know how to see it." Chapter 2. The Enigmatic Yingning. The girl introduced herself as Yingning. She spoke with an air of innocence, but there was something undeniably captivating about her, a presence that made everything around her seem brighter. Wang Zifu, who had lived much of his life weighed down by the hardships of his failed attempts at the exams, found himself drawn to her in a way he could not explain. They spoke for hours. Yingning seemed to know little of the human world. She had never studied the books Wang Zifu had pored over for years, nor did she understand the weight of the Qiju exams. But her laughter, it filled him with a strange sense of peace. Her joy was so infectious that, for the first time in years, Wang Zifu forgot his troubles. Chapter 3. The Unseen World. Days turned into weeks, and Wang found himself returning to the forest again and again, each time more captivated by Yingning's charm. But one day, she invited him deeper into the forest, past the familiar stream and into a mist-covered grove. Here, the air was thick with mystery. At the center of the grove stood a large, ancient tree, its bark gnarled and twisted, as though it had witnessed centuries of secrets. Yingning led him to a cave hidden beneath its roots. Inside, to Wang's astonishment, sat a woman, elegant and wise-looking, her face serene and timeless. She was a striking resemblance of Yingning, though her presence felt far older, more otherworldly. Wang Zifu bowed respectfully. Yingning's mother, speaking with authority yet calmness, says, "My daughter is not of this world, young man. She is a spirit, a fox spirit, known in our culture as a huli jing." What is huli jing? In Chinese folklore, huli jing, or fox spirits, are mystical beings capable of shapeshifting. They are often depicted as beautiful women, luring humans with their allure. Though sometimes mischievous, these spirits can also fall in love with humans. It is said that if a fox spirit truly loves a human, they will live together in harmony, but eventually, the spirit will return to her true nature. Yingning's mother continues, voice soft yet firm, says, "Young man, if you truly love my daughter, you must understand that her time here will not last forever. She belongs to the world of spirits. She cannot remain in the mortal world for long." Wang Zifu felt a chill run through him. Yet, despite the gravity of her words, his heart did not waver. He loved Yingning. Chapter 4. A Marriage Beyond Time. The next few days were filled with uncertainty, but Wang Zifu's love for Yingning only grew. They were married in a quiet ceremony, just the two of them, beneath the same ancient tree where they had first met. Wang's neighbors and friends were puzzled. They had never seen a marriage like this before. Yingning was beautiful, yes, but there was something strange about her, something almost otherworldly. But Wang didn't care. Her laughter, her warmth, filled the house with a joy he had never known. On Chapter 5. A Son, a Legacy. Time passed, and the couple had a child, Wang Zongchun, a boy named after the season of spring. Yingning's joy did not fade with motherhood. She laughed as freely as ever, her laughter ringing through the halls of their home, chasing away the darkness. But as the years went by, Wang Zifu noticed that Yingning remained as youthful and vibrant as the day they had met, while he grew older, his hair graying and his steps slowing. One evening, as the setting sun bathed the room in a golden glow, he asked, his voice full of quiet resignation. Wang Zifu's voice, soft and troubled, says, "Will you leave me someday, Yingning?" Yingning smiled, her eyes full of a love deeper than words could express. Yingning's voice, gentle yet bittersweet, says, "Not unless you let me. But know this, my love, I am not like other women. My time in this world is fleeting." Chapter 6. The Parting. Years passed. Wang Zifu aged, but Yingning remained ageless. Finally, one morning, after a long and peaceful life together, Yingning was gone. She had vanished, like the morning mist. All that remained was a letter, written in her delicate hand. Reading the letter. "My dearest husband, our time together was more than I could have ever asked for. But now, the time has come for me to return to the world of spirits. Do not mourn for me, for my love for you will never fade. I will always be with you in spirit. Yingning." Epilogue. The Laughter That Endures. Years later, Wang Zifu became a well-known scholar in his own right. But no matter how much he achieved, no matter how much time passed, the memory of Yingning remained in his heart. Every spring, as the flowers bloomed, he would sit by the same stream where they had first met. And sometimes, just sometimes, he would hear it, the faintest echo of laughter carried on the wind. And in that moment, he would smile, knowing that her love and laughter would live on, forever, in his heart. End of the story. Yingning, a tale from Strange Stories from a Chinese Studio.